Hello to all class 10th titans, hello to all my board champions. So my dear lovely students, welcome back again on your favorite channel Diksha Vedantu CBSE English, and this is your Sonu Sir champions. I hope you all are fit and fine and you all must be studying well for your board exam, because I know you all are dreaming, you all are aiming to get at least 98-99 marks in your maths, and for this you have to do hard work. Right, you have to follow your proper routine, you have to show your determination, champions. Without sacrifice, without determination, without self-honesty, you can't achieve this much of marks in your board exam. So let's begin the video, one shot video. So in this video, I'm going to teach you everyone chapter number 3, pair of linear equations in two variable, and this video is going to be one shot video for you all. And one more thing, I know different kind of students may be there. So I know few students, those doubt is not clear. I mean, they are not having clarity of basics also. So my dear champion, you don't need to worry about that. I'm going to teach this chapter from basics to advance. You don't need to worry about for anything. So from zero to hero. So let's begin chapter number 3, pair of linear equations in two variable. Okay. So my dear champions, first talk about general form. What is called general form? What do you understand by general form of pair of linear equations in two variables? So my dear champion, so basically the general form of linear equation in two variable is, this is the general form. Look at the general form. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form. And why we are calling this linear equation? Because we have two variable x and y. And if I ask you the exponent of x and exponent of y, I mean the power, you guys call power. So the power of x and the power of y, both the powers are 1. The highest power is 1. The highest exponent is 1. And that's why this is linear equation. And how many variables are there? Two variables. X and y both are variables. So that's why this equation has become linear equation in two variable. Linear equation, why? Because the highest power is 1. In two variable, why? Because we have x and y both all together in a single equation. Right, champions? And here A is the coefficient of x, B is the coefficient of y, and C is called pure constant term. A, B, C all are numeric value. Yes, my dear, A, B, C all are constant. But A has a special name because A is connected with X. B has also a special name because B is connected with Y. But C is alone. That's why this is pure constant. But A is called coefficient of X because A is with a variable. B is also with variable, so B is coefficient of Y. I hope you are getting my point. So Ax plus By plus C is equal to 0. Okay. Now, what is the heading of the chapter? Pair of linear equation in two variable. Look at this. Pair of linear equations in two variable. Guys, you guys have understood this term. What does it mean by linear equations in two variable? This is the linear equations in two variable. But here is pair. Pair means what? Pair means in every equation you will be having two linear equations in two variable. In every equations there will be two linear equations in two variable, and you have to solve by different methods are there. I will be teaching you out, don't worry. Substitution method, elimination method are there, and one more method is there, cross multiplication, but that is not in your syllabus. Okay, so we have to solve to find out the value of x and y which is satisfying both the equations. So this is the core concept of the chapter. What we have to do here, there will be two linear equations in every equation, and we have to solve the value of x and y which satisfy both the equations. This is the target. Okay, so first understand. So this is called what, champion? This is, what is this? Linear equation. Why linear equation? Because the highest power of x and y is 1. The degree is 1. Linear equation in what, champions? Two variables. Why two variables? Because here x and y are variables. And why linear equation? Because the degree of this equation is equal to 1. Degree means, I hope you know degree. Degree means the highest power of the variable. Clear, everyone? Okay. So moving ahead, my dear champion, if I ask you the graphical representation, if we draw a linear equation in two variable on a graph, so what kind of graph you get? So my dear champions, when we draw a linear equation in two variable on a graph, it always give you a straight line. Always a straight line. Please keep it in mind. Always a straight line. Linear equation, whether it is in one variable, two variable, the line will be always straight on graph. Right, everyone? So I hope this is clear to you all. Linear equation in two variable. Now moving ahead, let's talk about the chapter's heading. Now let me draw a line here. Okay, now in this chapter, one word is there, pair. Pair of linear equation into variable. Pair of linear equations into variable. So pair word represents that in every equation there will be two linear equations into variable. One we have, this is the first linear equation, and second will be again one more, ax. Again we have one more equation, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. I know you must be wondering about this, sir, both the equations, both the linear equations looking alike, same. So there is no difference, my dear. There is difference. Let me give you the difference. So the difference will be of coefficient 1, and I'm calling the constant values 1, 1, 1, 1. The constant term of the first equation, the constant term of the first equation called as 1, and these are 2, 2 and 2. So this is the general form of linear equation into variable. So this is the first equation. So all the constant values are given the term 1, and all the constant values in second equations we are calling that 2, a2, b2, c2, to make the differentiation between both, to make the difference between both. So these numbers may be different to each other, may be equal to each other also. Okay, so let me show you clearly. A1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. A2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. This is all about. Clear, everyone? A1, B1, C1 is what? A1, B1, C1 are constant numbers. A2, B2, C2 are also constant values. Right, everyone? But this is the first equation. That's why we are calling 1, 1, 1. This is the second equation. That's why we are calling A2, B2 and C2. I hope. One more thing. Both are linear equations. And if you draw the graph of both, so both will give you a straight line on graph. Please keep it in mind. Both will give you straight line on graph. Either you draw this, either you draw this on graph. Both the linear equations will give you straight lines. I hope you are getting my point, because both are linear equations. The highest power of variable in both the equation is 1. That's why this is straight line. Clear, everyone? So I hope, so your entire chapter, this complete chapter, the whole pair of linear equation into variable based on this format. Yes, my dear. This the entire chapter is based on this. So you have to focus on this. Okay. So let me show you one more thing. For example, champions, listen everyone. For example, if I have two linear equation, 2x is equal to 3y minus 6, and I have one more linear equation, this is equal to 0. I have two linear equations, first linear equation and second linear equation. Now, my dear champion, this is the first linear equation and this is the second linear equation. If I ask you to find out a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, so how you will find out the values of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2? Listen, according to the general format, X family, Y family and C family, I mean constant, pure constant, they should be all together at the same side. They should be all together at the same side. But here if you look at the first equation, X is at left side of the equal sign, and 3y minus 6 is the at right side of the equal sign, which is not like the general term. So general form is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, but this is not look like general form. So always make sure to modify the given linear equations in general form. then only you can get the values of A1, B1, C1 correctly, A2, B2, C2 correctly. If the linear equation is already given in general form, you don't need to change. For example, in second equation, 3x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. It is already given in general form. So you don't need to modify, you don't need to impose any kind of changes there. It is already given in general form. But if this is not given in general form, what you have to do? Convert in general form first. Right, so let's convert in general form. So 2x and bring these things this side, minus 3y and minus 6 will become plus. 3y was in positive, so when 3y will come to this side, so it will become negative, and negative sign will become positive, is equal to 0, and we have 3x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. Now compare. On comparing both the equations from this general form, what is A1 here? A1 will be 2. This is A1. What will be B1, champions? B1 will be, what will be B1? 3. Is it? No. B is in negative form. So you have to write in negative, because the general form contains positive sign. The general form is of positive sign. So if the coefficient is negative form, you have to mention the negative sign also. And C1 here is 6. Similarly, what will be A2, champions? A2. Now compare second equation from this. So the coefficient of x is A2. So this is 3. What will be B2, champions? B2. What is B2? Sir, B2, there is no any number. Oh my God, if nothing is there, 1 is there, bro. If Mr. Bean is there, Mr. India is there. Mr. India means something which is invisible. You have watched the movie Mr. India, guys? Okay, so if nothing is there, 1 is there, and it is in negative form, so this will be minus 1. And what will be C2? C2 is equal to 3. So we have A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. So general form is very powerful. I hope this is clear to you all. So extracting A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 from the given linear equations is very important, because the entire chapter is based on this, and a lot of question comes in board exam. Moving ahead. Okay, so now let's talk about nature of solution. So very important, nature of solution. Please understand this. So my dear champions, if I ask you how many linear equations we have, so we have 2, A1x, B1y plus C1 is equal to 0, C1 is equal to 0, and the second equation we have is A2x, B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. So we have 2 linear equations in 2 variables. Clear everyone? Now listen. When you solve the linear equations in 2 variables, when you solve pair of linear equations in 2 variables, sometime you get exactly one solution. Exact one value of x and one value of y which satisfy both the equations. Sometime you get infinite many solutions. Whatever you put x, whatever you put y, both values, so all the values are satisfying in first equation as well as in second equation. And sometimes there is no such values of x and y which satisfy both the equations. So there are 3 possibilities. Exactly one solution, which is also called unique solution, infinitely many solutions, and third is no solutions. So there are 3 nature of solutions. When you solve pair of linear equations in 2 variables, there are 3 possibilities. The linear equations may have infinite many solutions. The linear equations may have exactly one solutions. The linear equations may have no solutions. But how to find, sir? How to find? Is there any methodology? I'm so curious to know, is there any methodology without solving the linear equation we can identify whether the nature of solution is unique, infinitely, or no solution? Or we required everywhere to solve the linear equation? So the answer is, you don't need to solve the linear equations. By using shortcut method, you guys can identify whether the linear equations have any one nature of solution from these 3. So how, guys? Listen everyone. So the method is called comparison Please everyone focus here. Comparison of a ratio of the constants. Comparison of ratio of the constants. And what are the constant? A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 are constant values. So you need to compare the ratios. Let me give you how. So the first condition is, if A1 divided by A2, A1 by A2, A1 is the coefficient of x in first equation and A2 is the coefficient of x in second equation. And we all know they are constant values. These are called coefficients because they have a special condition. They have connected with a variable. That's why they have a special name. But they are constant value. They are a number. They are a numeric value. So if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, is not equal by B1 by B2. So my dear champion, it indicates that, let me mention here, simultaneously I am writing here algebraic and graphic. What will be the solution? Algebraic and graphic. Graphic means when we draw the graph of linear equations, we always get a straight line. So listen, if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, it implies that there will be unique solution, and this is also called exactly one solution. Champions, clear everyone? And do you know, if you are getting exactly one solution, now use your common sense. Exactly one solutions and both are a straight line. So if you are getting exactly one solution, it indicates that on graph they might be intersecting. Not might, they have to intersect because we are getting exactly one solution. So this point of intersection will be the value of x and y, which will be satisfying both the equations. So when unique solution condition is there, on graph there will be what kind of lines? Both the linear equations will be intersecting lines. I hope you are getting my point, because in intersecting condition we get exactly one solution. In intersection we get exactly one solution. Clear everyone? Okay. Second condition is, if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. All the three ratios, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. All the ratios are equal to each other. It implies that algebraically there will be so many solutions. You take anything x, you take anything y, both will be satisfying to both the equations. You take anything x, you take anything y, the values of x and y will be satisfying to both of the equations. So this is called infinite. How many solution, champions? Infinite many solution. But if we talk about graphical, so this is graphical and not graphic, this is graphical. Okay, so my dear champion, if I ask you infinite many solutions, what do you understand by infinite many solution? It indicates that this straight line and this straight line, both will be overlapping each other. Overlapping. First line and second line will also be on the first line. Both will be overlapping each other, because here x and y will be satisfying to both. Here x and y will be satisfying to the both equation. Here x and y will be satisfying to both of the equation. Here x and y. So all the values, all the points will be satisfying for both the equations, for both the lines. So this is called, you know my dear, this is called coincident lines. When the lines are overlapping each other, this is called coincident lines. Infinite many solutions, coincident lines. Clear everyone? And third we have, if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. First ratio is equal to second ratio but not equal to third ratio. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but not equal to C1 by C2. So my dear, algebraically, it implies that there will be no solution. And when no solution is possible, when no solution will be possible, when you take a point on straight line of first equation, that point will not be satisfying the second equation. Or if you take a point on second line, that point will not be satisfying the first line. Right? So it implies that both lines will be parallel to each other. Both lines will be parallel to each other. If you take a point here on this line, this is not satisfying this. If you take a point on this line, this point will not be satisfying this. So there is no any common solution. There is no any common values of x and y which satisfy both the equations. So this is called parallel lines. This is called parallel lines. So my dear champion, without solving the pair of linear equations in two variables, you guys can identify whether the given equations be unique solutions, infinite many solution, or no solution. You can identify their graphical representation also, whether the lines will be intersecting, coincident, or parallel. So this is very important. And the student who can do this, the student who have clarity of A1, B1, C1. If you don't know how to extract A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 from the given linear equation, you can't do this, bro. So first, try to extract A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 from the given linear equations. Then you will be able to solve the questions using this comparison of ratio. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, now the next theory is how to solve the pair of linear equations. Okay, so my dear champions, how to solve means what? What do you understand by solve? What does it mean by solve of pair of linear equations? So basically, if I ask you, what does it mean by solutions of pair of linear equation in two variables? What do you understand by this? If I ask you to find the solution of a given pair of linear equation in two variable, what do you understand by this? It means that we are looking for the value of x and y, the value of x and y which satisfies both the linear equation, both the linear equations in two variables. I hope you have understood, guys. What does it mean by solution of linear equation in two variable? So we are looking to find the values of x and y, those values which satisfy both the equations. So we'll be doing questions. So many questions are here. I have brought up so many questions here. Look, have patience. First, understand the concept. Okay. So there are three methods how to solve the linear equations. So let's talk about methods. So we have three methods, but in class 10th you guys have to study only two methods. Okay. So first method comes here is, this is called substitution method. Substitution method, in which we substitute one equation into other equation, second equation into first, or first equation into second, to make the single variable. Right? So first method is called substitution method. And second method comes here is, second method we have is elimination method. This is called elimination method. This is the second method. And third method we have is cross multiplication method. So we have three methods to solve the given pair of linear equations into variable. But let me tell you, my dear champion, this method is excluded from your syllabus class 10th. So dear class 10th champions, you guys have to study only these two methods, substitution and elimination. Okay, now you might be wondering about both the methods. I know you guys are so curious to know how to use these methods to solve the pair of linear equations in two variables. So let's take an example. So we have a question here. Let's take a question from, okay, let me give you a question. I'm creating my own question. So we have a question here. Example. Okay, we have a question here. 2x plus y is equal to 7. First equation, 2x plus y is equal to 7. And I have one more equation, x plus 3y is equal to 4. So I have, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. 2x plus y is equal to 7, x plus 3y is equal to 4. Now I want to find out the solution of these given linear equation. I want to find the values of x and y. Solution means what? The values of x and y which satisfy both the equations. That is called solution. So we have to do the solution of this, and we have two methods, substitution and elimination. So let's apply the substitution method first, and then we'll be applying elimination method. So please understand everyone. So as you can see here, my dear champions, 2x plus y is equal to 7. 2x plus y is equal to 7, and I have one more equation here. I have, just a second guys. Okay, 2x plus y is equal to 7, and I have second equation, x plus 3y is equal to 4. Okay, do one thing, substitute either equation 1 in 2 or 2 in 1. You can apply anything. So as I can see in equation number 2, x has no coefficient, x has one coefficient, so x is alone. So do one thing, from equation 2 we can find x, we can write x as 4 minus 3y. Agree everyone? Why I'm preferring equation 2? Because in equation 2 the coefficient of x is 1. So taking x is equal to 4 minus 3 will reduce our calculation, mathematical complexity. So x will be 4 minus 3y. Now substitute this into first. Finding the value of x from equation 2, the new equation that we got, we are putting in first. This is called substitution. So at the place of x, here is x. At the place of x, this will be replaced. So let me show you. 2 into, at the place of x what will come? 4 minus 3y, and it has already y is equal to 7. And now look, the equation has only one variable, which is y. Now it is very easy to calculate the value of y because only one variable is there. Now open the bracket, 4 to the 8, 3 to the 6y plus y is equal to 7, champions. So what will be the result? Minus 6y plus y will be minus 4y, and 8 minus 5y is equal to 7. So can we please shift minus 5y this side, and 7 will go there. So we can also write this as 8 minus 7 is equal to 5y. So we have y is equal to 1 by 5 answer. And on putting this value here or in any equation, either in first and second, you can get x. So this is called substitution method. Clear everyone? Okay, so let's prove our answer is correct or not by using elimination method. So simultaneously you guys will be able to learn the elimination method, and we can verify also whether the answer that we are getting by substitution method is correct or not. So let's apply elimination method. Okay, so I'm taking again same equation, 2x plus y is equal to 7, and the second equation is x plus 3y is equal to 4. My dear champion, listen, what do you understand by elimination method? Do you know in reality shows eliminator round is there? When reality shows goes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, 1 month, and at the end of the season an eliminator round comes up. In that round, you know, candidates eliminates, they go out of the reality show forever. So eliminate means to vanish the identity of a family. For example, I will be eliminating entire x. I will be eliminating entire y. This is called elimination method. But to eliminate either x family or y family, their coefficients must be similar. But if you look at here, the coefficient of x is 2 in first equation. In second equation, the coefficient of x is 1. So we can't eliminate. Similarly, in y, the coefficient of y is 1, and second equation, the coefficient of y is 3. We can't eliminate. So to apply elimination method, to eliminate a family, whether it is x family or y family, their coefficients must be similar. So let's make the coefficient similar. So do one thing. If I multiply 1 in the entire first equation, and if I multiply 2 in the entire second equation, what will happen? This entire equation is getting multiplied by 1, and this entire equation is being multiplied by 2. So the coefficient of x will become 2x, and we can eliminate x family. So after multiplying, the equation will look like 2x plus 1 into y, 1y, 7 1 just 7, 2 into 2x, 3 2 just 6, plus 6y, because 2 is getting multiplied with 3 also, x also, and 4 also, is equal to this. Now subtract both. So on subtracting, sign will change, and this x family will be eliminated. And here y minus 6y, y minus 6y will be minus 5y. Agree everyone? And 7 minus 8, we are subtracting greater number from a smaller one, so this will be minus 1. 7 minus 8 will be minus 1. Can we please cancel minus minus? Cancel. So we have y is, oh my god, what was the value of y in substitution method? 1 by 5. And what we are getting here? 1 by 5. Both are correct. So as per your comfortability, guys, you are free to apply any method. But yeah, if in a question, in a particular question, strictly substitution method is there, you have to find out x and y by substitution, so you can't apply elimination. If no information is there, I mean, you have to just solve the linear equation. So you are free to apply any method, substitution or elimination. I hope this is clear to you all. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, so the beauty of this chapter is you will be getting so many word problem questions also in this. So if I talk about word problem corners, so my dear champion, here in this chapter you will be getting age concept question. I have brought a few questions in the video today, don't worry. I'll do few questions on age concept. You will be getting okay, second is speed distance question, speed distance concept. Third concept comes up here is 2-digit number concept. 2-digit number concept. Third comes up is fraction. Fourth comes up is articles, sale and purchase based question. So basically these are the word problem corners. And one more thing is there, speed of boat. Speed of boat downstream as well as upstream. So these are the word problem questions. And one more question I have seen is expenditure and saving. This is also a word problem question, expenditure and saving type. So these are the word problem corners, and there is huge chances, there is so much chances to get case study based questions from this chapter in your board 2027 champions. As per my opinion, I mean, as per my guessing, as per my experience and analysis, there is little chances that you will get case study based questions or value based questions from this chapter in your board exam 2027. Okay, moving ahead. So it's time to solve few questions from the chapter. So presenting you the first question. Look at the question number 1. If 12x plus 13y is equal to 29 and 13x plus 12y is equal to 21, then what will be the value of x? If you look both of the equations, champion, the coefficient of x in first equation is the coefficient of y in second equation, and the coefficient of y in first equation is the coefficient of x in the second equation. The coefficients has interchanged. So how to find? Do one thing, adding both the equations, adding both the equations. What will happen? Both the equations. So on adding, what will happen? This is 12x plus 13y plus 13x plus 12y is equal to 29 plus 21, right? 29 plus 21. Right side is adding with right side, left side is adding with left side. Okay, so 12x plus 13x, 12x plus 13x, it has become 25x. Agree? And 13y plus 12y, they are also 25y, is equal to 29 plus 21. Oh my god, this is 50, right? Can we take 25 common here? So on taking 25 common, we have x plus y is equal to 50, and 25 can cancel this by 2 times. So x plus y is equal to 2. And what was the demand of question? What is x plus? So this is 2. Any option is there? Option number C will be the correct answer. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? So x plus y is equal to 2. Moving ahead, question number, wow, this is age concept. I have already informed you guys, word problem question comes up on age based. So this is age based question. Let's try the question. So what is the question here? A father is 3 times as old as his son in 12 years time. In 12 years time means after 12 years. After 12 years, he will be, will is there, so we are talking about future. He will be twice as old as his son. The sum of the present ages of father and son is what? Okay, so basically class 10 students, this question is age based question. And let me suggest you one thing, very important thing. I would love to inform you, give you guys, whenever you guys are solving age questions, age based, always try to find out how many persons are there first, how many individuals. So in this question, father is there and son is there, so 2 personalities are there, right? 2 persons are there. This is clear. Now after getting the information how many individuals are there, let their present ages first. Write their present ages, because without present age you can't form the equation. For example, listen, if I ask from you guys how old I was 4 years back, how old I was, what was my age 4 years back, you can't identify the age 4 years back, because you don't know my present age. If you don't know my present age, how is it possible to find my age 4 years back? Or how is it possible to find my age 3 years after? You can't. So to find out the age of any person 3 years, 4 years back, in past or in future, we should have present age. Without present we can't. So in age based question, always, this is very important, always write the present ages first. Always write means let. Always let the present ages first. So how many persons are there in this question? 2 persons, father and son, and we don't know their ages, present ages. Few informations are there, few stories are there, but we don't know the present age. So I'm starting the solution from here. Please focus everyone. So solution. Okay, so let father's present age be X years, right? Let father's present age be X years and son's present age be what? Y years. So we have assumed x and y. X is for father's present age and y is for son's present age. Okay, now read the question carefully. A father is means present. We are talking about present tense. A father is 3 times as old as his son. So first information we have, x is equal to 3 times of his son. So x is equal to 3y. This is the first equation. Clear, everyone? Now read the second information, because we are solving pair of linear equations. So how many equations we required? We required 2 equations. So if we required 2 equations, second information will give you the second equation. So in 12 years time, he will be twice as his son. In 12 years time, so means after 12 years, and both are human beings. So after 12 years, both will be 12 years older, because both are human beings. This is human being, father, and son is also human being. He is not alien. He is not any superhero. Of course, both are human beings. So both will be 12 years older. Okay. So in 12 years, he will be means father. Father will be, so x plus 12 is equal to twice. So 2 into twice means multiply, twice as old as his son at that time after 12 years. So son will also be 12 years older. So y plus 12. This is, let's modify this. Open the bracket. X plus 12 is equal to 2y plus 12 2 ja 24. Now solve this. So this is x is equal to 2y and 12 will go there. So 24 minus 12 will be 12. So this is the second equation. First equation, second equation. We can use substitution method. Why substitution? Because x is equal to 3y and here is x is equal to 2y plus 12. So on substituting, first in second, what will happen? This x will be replaced by this 3y. So 3y is equal to 2y plus 12. 2y will come here, so y is equal to 12. And if y is equal to 12, what will be x? This is x, so x is equal to 3 into 12, so x is equal to 36. My dear champion, this is not our answer. Don't get excited getting the values of x and y. Please read the question. The question is asking sum of present ages of father and son. Sum of the present ages. So their sum will be x plus y. So x is 36, y is 12. So this will be 48 years. This is the answer. Any option is there? Option number 2 will be the correct answer. Moving to next question, question number 3. Okay. So again one more question, and this is hot and most expected question for your board exam. Very important. So look at the question. Again age-based question. 16 years ago, at the time of marriage, Ajay was 5 years elder to his wife. The present age of the wife and Ajay are in the ratio 8:9. Find their ages. So what is the concept that I taught you guys? In age-based questions, first find out how many persons are there. So in this question, 2 persons are there, Ajay and his wife, right? And what we need to do first? Let the present age. Without letting the present age, you can't form the equation. And if you don't have equation, how is it possible? How will it be possible for you to find out the values of x and y? I mean their present ages. So let the present ages first. So let the present age, because the question is asking find their ages at the, okay, let's. So do one thing now. Find their ages at the time of marriage. So let's present age first. Let the present age of Ajay be x years. Okay, everyone, and let the present age of Ajay wife be y years. Okay, so we have supposed the present age of Ajay be X years and the present age of Ajay's wife is Y years. Now read the question. 16 years ago, now according to question, look at the question carefully. 16 years ago, ago means past. Back we are talking about past. 16 years ago, at the time of marriage, Ajay was 5 years older to his wife. Come on, yaar. We are talking about 16 years ago. So 16 years ago, at the time of marriage, Ajay was, so Ajay present age is X. So 16 years ago, this was the age of Ajay, 16 years ago, X minus 16. Now, 16 years ago, at the time of marriage, Ajay was 5 years older. 5 years elder. 5 years elder means 5 years more. Elder. So 5 years elder means where is the age of, okay. Now if the present age of wife is Y, so what was her present age? I mean wife's present age at the time of marriage. So Y minus 16. But one thing is there. Ajay was 5 years elder. So 5 we have to add. I hope you are getting my point. 16 years ago, this was the Ajay age. But Ajay was 5 years elder. So Y, we are adding 5. 5 years elder to his wife. And if we are letting Y as wife's age presently, so what was her age at the time of marriage? 16 years ago. So Y minus 16. Now modify this equation. So on modifying X minus 16, open the bracket, minus 16 plus 5. So this will be X minus 16 and minus 16 this is, so it has to be minus 11. Can we shift minus 16 there? So X will look like Y minus 11 plus 16. So we have X is equal to Y plus 5. This is equation number 1. The language is little conceptual, so you have to read the each one single line carefully. Read the lines carefully. Okay, now moving ahead, because we are solving pair of linear equations. So how many equations we required? 2 equations we required. So we have first equation ready with me. Okay, now moving to the second information. I'm drawing a line here. Okay, the present age of wife, first wife is coming. This is also very confusing. And what is the present age of wife? Why? You know, in excitement, some student used to write this as X by Y. Ratio is equal to 8 by 15. 8 by 9, and it has become wrong, because in the language, in this question, the present age of wife and Ajay, so wife will come first and the present age of wife is Y, we have supposed. So the ratio X by Y will be wrong and the correct format will be Y by X. So the equation will look like Y by X is equal to, what is this, 8 by 9. Could you please cross multiply? So on cross multiplying, 8x is equal to 9y. Do one thing, we have x is equal to, let's call this equation number 2. So we have equation number 1, we have equation number 2. Substitute. So substituting okay. Okay, so substituting 1 in second, what will happen? So this entire one will come here at the place of x. So 8 and x will be replaced by y plus 5 is equal to 9y. Open the bracket, so 8y, 8 5 is 40 is equal to 9y. Can we shift this 8y this side? So 9y minus 8y will be 1y. So y we have is equal to 40. And once you get y, you can get x. So x will be, on putting here 40 plus 5, so x will be 40 plus 5, which is equal to 45. Is this answer? No, this is not our answer. The question is, find their ages at the time of their marriage. And when they got married? They got married 16 years ago. So this is not our answer. Don't get excited, champions. Read the question carefully, please. This is my suggestion to you all. So their ages, their question is asking find their ages. So their ages at the time of what? Marriage. Okay, so Ajay x minus 16, because the present age of Ajay is x. So at the time of marriage, Ajay age will be x minus 16, right? And we have x is equal to 45. So 45 minus 16, and this would be 29 years. So Ajay was 29 years old at the time of marriage. Similarly, if we talk about wife's age, so she was y minus 16, because y is the present age we have supposed, and we have y 40. So 40 minus 16, it has to be 25 years. So Ajay was 29 years old and his wife was 24 years old when they got married 16 years ago. I hope this question is clear to you. Very interesting question, literally champions. Very important question. Please take a screenshot. Okay, moving ahead to the question number 4. Find the values of A and B for which the following system of equations have infinitely many solutions. Do you know for infinitely many solution what is the condition, champions? For infinitely many solution, look, this is the condition. For infinitely many solutions, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Right? So when this condition is fulfilling, then only the given equations will have infinitely many solutions. So if the question is already given to you, yes, the given equations has infinitely many solutions, so you can write A1 by A2 will be equal to B1 by B2 will be equal to C1 by C2. But to use this condition, you should have A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2. If you don't know what is A1 B1, what is A2 B2, so how you can apply the values? You can't apply the values. So extraction of A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2 from the given equations is very important. So here you can see one thing. This equation x plus 2y is equal to 1, and here x family y family is the right hand side and pure constant is at the left hand side. Pure constant of first equation and pure constant of second equation, both are at the right side of the equal, so you don't need to modify anything. If one would at the left hand side and other is at the right hand side, so we have to make both should be similar to each other. They both should be either left hand side or right hand side. But if both are at right hand side, so we don't need to do any kind of modification there. So what is A here? A1 is the coefficient of x. There is nothing, means 1 is there. So 1 divided by A2 will be this coefficient of x, A minus B. Where is B1? B1 is coefficient of y, 2. And where is B2? B2 is A plus B. Right. Where is C1? C1 is 1. Where is C2? C2 is entire A plus B minus 2. Clear, everyone? Now all the ratios are equal to each other, so you can take any. So first take this, because they are also equal to each other. So on cross multiplication, this will become 2a minus 2b. 2a minus 2b is equal to a plus b. Now what we can do, shift a that side and b also that side, or you can do one thing, take minus 2b this side and a that side. So 2a minus a will be a, and when this minus 2b come this side, right hand side, so minus 2b plus one more b is there, so they will become this. So we have equation number 1. Keep it as it is. Now take the relation, this relation you can take, let me use blue color, okay, this one you can take, this one. On taking first and second, we got this relation. Now I'm taking second and third. So what will happen? Okay, so this is 2 divided by a plus b is equal to 1 divided by a plus b minus 2. Okay, now again do cross multiplication. So 2 will multiply with this and a plus b will multiply with a plus b will be multiplied with 1 and 2 will be multiplied with this a. So 2a plus 2b minus 2 to 4, and a plus b into 1 will be a plus b. Now a will come this side, so this will become a, and b will also come this side, so this will become b, 2b minus b, and minus 4 is already there, is equal to 0. So a plus b is equal to 4. This is equation number 2. Wow, We have equation 1, we have equation 2. Can't we apply substitution method? Yes, we can apply substitution method. So substituting 1 in 2, so at the place of A, this 3b will come because A is equal to, so this will be replaced by, so 3b plus b is equal to 4. 3b plus 1b will be 4b is equal to 4, so b is equal to 1. First answer. And once you get b, you can put here b is equal to 1, so 3 into 1, so A is equal to 3, 1 3 answer. A is 3 and B is 1. This is the answer. And this is what question wanted from us. Clear everyone? Moving ahead, question number 5. Wow, what a question. Reena has pens and pencils which together are 40 in numbers, and look at the last line, find the original number of pens and pencil. I haven't read the question completely. I have just read the first line and I have just gone to last line. The question is asking find the original number of pens in pencil. If question is asking to you to find number of pens in pencil, it means it is unknown. We don't know. We don't know the values of pens and pencil, how many pens are there, how many pencils are there. So what you need to do? Assume that. So let's assume the total number, or let's write original. Let's assume the original number of pens be x. We don't need to write any unit because we are talking about number. Be x, and the original number of pencils be y. Clear everyone? Now read the question carefully. Once you have assumed the unknown values, my dear champions, you all can form the equation. Now you need to read the question carefully because you have assumed. 20% question is done. Now please use your English grammatical skill here, because English grammar, the story is given there and you have to form the equation. Forming the equation is the task for the student. Okay, Reena has pencil and pen all together 40. Oh my god, so pens are x and pencils are y. So according to question AQ, x plus y will be equal to 40. This is the first equation. Clear everyone? The number of pens and number of pencil all together is 40. So this is the first equation. Now read it. If she has more pencils, if she has 5 more pencils and 5 less pen, okay, and then the number of pencils would become 4 times the number of pen. Oh my god, what a question. Literally, what a question. The language is little confusing, but read the question carefully. Listen everyone. If she has 5 more pencils, what do you understand by this? 5 more pencil. What is the number of pencil? We have assumed y. So 5 more pencil will be 5 plus 5. Clear everyone? And the second line is 5 less pens. 5 less pens. What is the number of pens? X. So this is x minus 5. If she has 5 more pencil, 5 less pens, then the number of pencils would become 4 times the number of pens. Okay. So what is the number of pencils? The number of pencil is y plus 5. So second equation will look like y plus 5. The number of pencils would become 4 times 4 into the number of pens, and number of pens is x minus 5. So this is the equation. Oh my god, what a language. So let's modify this and make a simple equation. X plus 5, 4x minus 20. And do one thing, so 5 will go there, or we can take 5 this side also. So y plus 25 is equal to 4x. Okay, and this is the equation number 2. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? So you have this equation. So from equation 2, do one thing. From equation number 2, we can write y is equal to 4x minus 25. And let's call this equation number 3. On substituting third in first. This is first we have. So let's substitute equation number 3 in first. So at the place of y, this entire function will come. X plus, so y will be replaced by this. 4x minus 25 is equal to 40. So this 4x plus x will be 5x, and this 25 will go there. So this is 65. 40 plus 25, 65. So x is equal to 5. So 5 and 5, x is equal to 13. And once you get x is equal to 13, what will be y? What will be y? So y is equal to, where is y? Y is equal to this. X plus y is 40. So y is equal to, or we can put here also. So 4 into x we have is 13. 13 minus 25. So this is 52 minus 25. So y will be equal to 427. This is 27. So x is 13 and y is 27 we have. Okay everyone, but please make sure to write the answer in words, the final answer in words. The question is asking you to find number of pens and pencil. And x is what? We have assumed number of pens x and number of pen y. So please make sure to write the final answer in words. So the original number of what? First is pens. Number of pens. What? X is 13. So this is 13. And the original number of what? Pencil. Original number of pencil be 27. This is the answer. You know, when you write the final answer, the end result in words, it really leaves very positive impression on examiner's mind, on evaluator minds, and they will give you marks, you know, generously. So always make sure to write the final answer in words. Moving ahead. Okay, what is the question here? The value of q is equal to plus minus 2. Okay, if x is equal to 3, y is equal to 3. Okay, so this question is assertion in region based. So let's do little research. And if x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1 is the solution of the given equation 2x plus y. Okay, so let's operate with assertion. So this is 2x plus y minus q square plus 3 is equal to 0, and the assertion saying that x3 and y1 is the solution. So let's put here. So 2 into x is 3, 2 into 3 plus y is 1 minus q square plus 3 is equal to 0. So this is 3 to the 6 plus 1 minus q square plus 3 is equal to 0. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. What's going on here? What's going on here? Minus, oh, this is minus 3, buddy. I made a small mistake. This is minus 3. That's why I'm thinking q is equal to plus minus. How is it coming? So this is minus 3. Okay. So 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So 4 minus q square is equal to 0. Minus q square will go there. So we can write q square is equal to 4. So on removing square, it will go root. So q is equal to, obviously, the root 4 can be written as plus minus 2, which is absolutely correct because q is equal to plus minus 2. So assertion is really correct. The solution of the line will satisfy the equation of the line. Of course, this is the x is variable, y is variable, and what is the coefficient? What is the highest power? Highest power is 1. So obviously this is linear equation, and linear equation means equation of the line, right? So both are correct, and R is the explanation of A also. So both A, R and true. R is the correct explanation of A. Option number A will be correct. I will go through option number A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation for it. For class 9th and class 10th students, it is a biggest opportunity for you all. Go and grasp, get the advantage of this initiative, of this academic platform that has launched by Vedantu exclusively for all the class 9th and class 10th students. So let me give you short brief of this, what kind of this platform is. So basically, let me show you by demonstration. So my dear champion, how to enroll, how to go to the page. So my dear, for this you need to go to our official YouTube channel. This is Diksha Vedantu CBSE English, and in our all the videos, almost all the videos, even the video that I taught you today, the one shot of pair of linear equation into variable, in the description it will be given to you. So basically in description 2 links are given. The first link, join free class 9 CBSE course now, join the free class 10 CBSE course now. So in descriptions link will be given to you, very easy method. So you just need to hit the link. For example, I'm hitting on second link for class 10. So on hitting the link, this interface will be open in front of you. Okay, so this is the interface. Can you see CBSE class 10th? You know, lot of academic material is there, lot of practice sheets, formula sheet, in-text questions, assignments, and competency based questions, and you all know all these teachers. We are here. Okay, so live classes by top master teachers. Stay consistent with weekly assignments will be given to you. 40 plus part and full-time tests. Unlimited access to post-class replays. Yes, my dear, if unfortunately you miss any class, so my dear champions, you can get the replay recording of that class. Okay, English, social studies, science, mathematics, the teaching will be in purely English. So book a demo, free demo class now without delay, and look at the features, champions. So this is all about, this is a very unique, I would say unique initiative that has launched by any academic platform, and which is done by Vedantu champions, and for all the class 10th board champions especially, because as per the new CBSE pattern, lot of questions will be there, tough questions, I would say lengthy competency based questions. So mentioning all those things, requirement of CBSE exam this year, we have done this I would say very quality work for all the class 10 champions. So without any delay, go and grasp this course. This is for you champions. So can you see this, the class 10th CBSE 2026 results? 99.6% one of our student achieved. Soumya Jha, Aryan Dash 99.4%. So ultimately result speaks. Okay, so I don't need to explain it in my words, because the result speaks itself. Parents, you know exactly what you need. Monthly parent teacher meeting, positive learning environment, flexible payment options, and performance reports. So this is all about the class we have launched. So link is given in description. So without any delay, go and avail this course for you all class 10th board champion. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed.